This is the Art of Nintendo Power Museum. Let's go inside. All right, here's some Chrono Trigger music. Remember Super C, sequel to Contra for the NES. Pretty tough game as well. Here we got a full map of the world in Dragon Warrior. Let me see if I can. So I believe you would start at Tanagle Castle, Breckenary, go to Urban's Cave, Garenham, the Northern Caves, Cole, Rimuldar, Kalen. I'm used to playing the Dragon Warrior 3 version for the Game Boy Color, so some of these names may be a little different than what I'm used to, so I apologize if I'm screwing everything up here. And it's been a while since I played this game.
You know, that's like a rented.
I don't know if anyone's interested in the Lost Vikings. They did a big advertising campaign there.
But that's literally like that.
Demon's Crest. If you were the fan of the original Gargoyles series, Gargoyles Quest 2, where you play Firebrand, they fight, they fight, they fight, they fight, they fight, 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 fight.
People were just looking like they had
The James Crunchy Show.
whatever, and they just didn't know what to do with it, and they reached out.
Look at some of these. Some original sketches. This is Castlevania. Advertising the DS games, I believe. Cool here.
I can imagine the artist really wants to wait at that.
Yes.
This is from an edition of 1998. The year of the N64, really. Zelda 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Yoshi's Story, and of course, aside from that, was the year Pokemon came to the States. Talk about the whole culture thing and all that.
My dad said, if you're really struggling, you have to call like a number. Yeah, and somebody would help you. I was like, that sounds so embarrassing. Why would you ever do that?
Sorry.
Well, and like also too, some of those things are like all
I can't, unfortunately, I can't drop my credit card.
now generally, like even if your parents aren't into video games, they understand what video games are.
Back when Mario 2 and Zelda 2 were in development, they were already advertising it. Yeah, here we go. Super Mario Land. Even give you a full map of the first level. And here's the big man himself, Mario.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's all pretty fancy stuff here. Dr. Wily's original machine. Roy Koopa.
That's cool. You guys have
What looks like
We did what we could.
Mega Man using the Item 2 jet sled.
But then, like the person who had tried the restoration first did a bunch of
Of
stuff.
course, you have all these magazines up here. I used to have a couple of them before they got destroyed in a flood
5-2.
years ago, back when I was a kid.
Yeah. His head.
This is the cover of Volume 32, Super Castlevania 4.
That's the one of the 3 winning Game Boys from that contest. That piece in the back. The kids sent in their like dream Game Boys, and they chose 3 of them to be.
Volume 22, Metal Storm. This is a sketch of, I believe, I want to say Final Fantasy II. Yeah, that'll be it. Volume 30.
Sold the kids the book for how to understand Yoshi.
That's actually his.
I forget this game. Secret of Mana, issue 54.
So Howard Phillips was the, honestly, he was responsible for the NES.
Star Fox, issue 47. They were also advertising DuckTales 2, now one of the rarest NES games out there. Game Boy Volume 61, Donkey Kong. They're also advertising Beauty and the Beast for Super Nintendo. And we have Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, issue 26. Back then it was only $3.50 an issue. Nowadays probably it would go for like, geez, I don't know, a fortune nowadays with all the rarities. You're a fan of the Addams Family, Pugsley Scavenger Hunt for the Super Nintendo. Or, I'm sorry, this is, I think NES actually. Issue 45. Issue 37, Lemmings. That was always a fun little brain teaser there. Yes. Mario Kart, issue 41. Look at all these. I believe these are hand-drawn. Also advertising Bart's Nightmare. Tricky game, I will say that much. When Mega Man became Mega Man X. I believe that was 93, although that's Wheel Gator that I see in the background, so this was X2. Nowadays the X games are just so expensive. Super Metroid, an entire strategy guide for it. Some of the games Nintendo Power did full Nintendo Players Guides. The one I most notably remember, the one I used to have, was Super Mario 3, where I learned everything I know about that game. Issue 49, Battletoads and Double Dragon. What a pairing that was. And Battletoads was so notoriously difficult. This was from November, December of 1989. Advertising Tetris, RoboCop, Willow, Iron Sword, plus a 36-page strategy guide for the original Dragon Warrior. Wario Land. This is issue 58, pencils unused. This is a pencil sketch of that cover, featuring Wario. What do we got here? Who remembers Maniac Mansion? Issue 16. I believe this was actually a video game that eventually got turned into a TV series. Whole family of wacky inventors that made all kind of crazy stuff. Never really got into it though. Super Street Fighter 2, Volume 62. Of course, Capcom really got into the Disney craze. That was Aladdin. I've played both the Sega and the SNES version. This is obviously for the latter, issue 55. I personally like the Genesis version better, but that's my opinion. Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally. Issue 43. Now this one that's coming up here, this is one I used to own. Issue 44 of Mickey and the Magical Quest, starring Mickey Mouse, where you played as Mickey Mouse. He donned the magician's outfit, the firefighter, the mountain climber, and took on Emperor Pete to rescue his dog Pluto. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, another full player's guide. Although fighting games were never my style back in the day. Angus Volume 36, Darkwing Duck. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I'm the winged scourge that pecks at your nightmares. I am Darkwing Duck. It was a good show, too. More Street Fighter stuff here. This is issue 38. Good picture of Guile there. And here's the nice pencil drawing of that. And this is Mortal Kombat 3, issue 78, but they never used this cover, apparently. So this is a kind of a rarity. The original Ninja Gaiden. Boy, that was a challenge and a half. This issue was from March, April 1989. And lastly, this is a beautiful one right here. This is Shadow from Final Fantasy III, his dog Interceptor from issue 65. We're going all the way back to even the educational games back in the day, the old Sesame Street games. And here, a legendary game, Kirby's Adventure. I don't think I ever saw this edition. This was issue 48. A lot of these magazines had Howard and Nestor, I believe, the comics. I vaguely remember these.
Anyone has any questions, let me know.
The top 20 games of 1992. Mario 3, Battletoads, Zelda, Mega Man 4, Dr. Mario, Final Fantasy, Tetris, Mega Man 3, Ninja Turtles 2, Tecmo Super Bowl, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Mario 2, Batman Crystallis, Zelda 2, Little Mermaid, Batman Return of the Joker, Castlevania 3, and the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they always had these challenges. You could submit your name and scores to the magazine. They would print them out as your Nintendo Power Player. This was from September, October of 1990. Back when Mario 3 was really big.
Every time I see it.
And one last one here. Player's Pulse. And here's your top 20 of 92 here. I think this is the same one. Oh, it's a different one. This was a different month, I think. But Mario 3 really held on, as did the Mega Man 2, 3, and 4, I believe. Let's say the top 20. Little Nemo in there. Dragon Warrior 3. Yeah. Good days those were.